Hey there, everybody. Back with a Brawl deck this time, and this one is a Jund Sacrifice style deck, but it's a little bit more than just Sacrifice. It's actually Sacrifice, Ramp, Reanimation. It gets kind of crazy, and the more the games go, the more dangerous your deck will become. It's based around Vigo and Force of Ix Crossing and Vigo End of Ix Crossing, which is Eddie Brock and Venom Lethal Protector in the Spider-Man set. And the idea behind him is when it enters on the front side, you can return a creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. The backside of him has Menace, Trample, and Haste, and you can sacrifice a creature. You can draw X cards and put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice creature's mana value. So it can get pretty nuts the later the game gets going. But anyway, the idea behind the deck is being able to ramp into a lot of your stuff, but you also have one drops to feed the front side of Vigo. And you also have just some utility creatures to help you out, protect your creatures with Hexing Squelcher, some ramp with Bloom Tender, and Fauna Shaman to let you search your library for creatures and discard a creature, put it in your graveyard. Sacrifice and stuff that benefits from things getting sacrificed, like Mayhem Devil, Reanimation targets using the Archpriest of Shadows and other creatures like it, allows you to get creatures back from your battlefield. Another creature, Corvold, Fey Cursed, staple in the sacrifice decks that really benefits from you sacrificing things. Then once you start to get into the 6, 7, and 8 mana range, things really get obnoxious with the deck that you have. You got double copies of Atali, Vaultborn Tyrant, Nyx Bloom Ancient, which really ramps things up for you and get nuts. Ancient Adamantoi, Craterhoof Behemoth, and Galta Stampede Tyrant. With all that extra mana and sacrificing and card drawing going, it just becomes overwhelming for your opponent. And the rest of the creatures are more of the same thing. A lot of stuff that helps you out, getting big things onto the battlefield, sacrificing, reanimating, getting treasures, drawing cards, things like that, ramping. A lot of utility creatures on the lower end of the mana curve. Then we've got Liliana's Death's Majesty, which really helps out the strategy. You can +1 her loyalty to get a zombie and mill 2 cards, and then you can return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a black zombie in addition to its other types. That's really handy with you hoping when you mill her with her +1 ability, you get a big creature that was put in the graveyard that you can just come back for -3 loyalty. It's almost a game ender sometimes when that happens. You also have Vivian Monsters Advocate, which is pretty nice. Creates 3/3 beast creature tokens, but also when you next cast a creature spell on your turn, you can search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value, put it onto the battlefield. The later the game gets, the more powerful that -2 ability becomes for her. Then the rest of the deck is a lot of ramping, a lot of utility as far as removal, but some of the special ramping we have is the Great Henge that can get crazy with the counters and the mana ramping and and the card draw. And we also have the Terminus of Return, early game ramp, late game reanimation if you're able to harness it by exiling a creature, and then you can start bringing stuff back from your graveyard. We have some reanimation stuff with Cruelty of Gix, amongst other things. It's also a nice tutor. Then you have Defense of the Heart. If your opponent has more creatures, 3 or more creatures, you can sack this enchantment and go search your library for up to 2 creature cards, put those onto the battlefield. We also have Sneak Attack, classic enchantment from back in the day. Lets you pay 1 red and put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. You sack it at the beginning of your end step, next end step. But that plays in nicely with Riveter's Ascendancy. If you have it, whenever you sack a creature, you can return a creature card from your graveyard with lesser mana value to the battlefield tapped. And if you're able to get it, Rhythm of the Wild gives your creatures haste, or they can enter with a +1/+1 counter. Oftentimes you'll choose haste because you want to end the game right there. Then the rest of the deck is a lot of utility, a lot of ramp spells, removal, a little bit of reanimation and such. And then the deck's running 36 land. Most of it's just mana fixing. And there is one dual-faced card that in case you need to play the front side, you can sack a creature and draw a card and gain X life equal to the creature's power, or you can just play it as a land. But it's a pretty wild deck, pretty fun to play. So let's go ahead and see it in action and see how we do with it and get some wins on Brawl. Alrighty. Oh, good. Get to go first. I think this is playable. We have some good ramp. Should be able to get some creatures there. So let's give it a shot. See how we do. We'll hold on to that. Might use that to mill. Actually need a black source, so we'll keep that. Okay. Go ahead and pass there. Sounds good. We'll go ahead and crack our own fabled passage and we'll get our own land too. We'll get red there. Nice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack for one. We'll have 5 mana available next turn. That's pretty good. That'll get him a food or treasure token. Tennic Memorial Ensign, that's pretty good. Alrighty. So we have 5 mana available. I think we'll go ahead and cast the Haywire Might. We'll do a Defense of the Heart. Just Toph. Bristly Bill. Just gonna have to take the damage there. All right, what do we want? We want something big. Definitely go with a Tolly. Vaultborn Tyrant? That'd be pretty good. Or we could go with let's see here. We don't really have many powerful creatures, so go with those two. Let's see. And let's see here. I think we'll go ahead and attack there. We need some more mana, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and cultivate. Let's get a swamp. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pass. Pretty good. Oh boy, it's wild. Let's see here. Could sneak attack those two in. We have 7 mana available. So we can't pull off all our tricks. Could bring that into play. And sneak attack that in. Let's try that. Guess we'll attack like that. I think we'll pass. Okay, well, we'll have to block here. Let's see here. see if that works. Nice. Hey, we got the win. That was crazy. Didn't expect to win that. I was actually more confused than I knew what was going on. Okay, nice. We're on the play. Yeah, we'll keep this. We have a nice ramping. Maybe we'll get into Tolly quicker than expected. Nice. And we'll just ramp out that talisman. We'll have 6 available next turn. Ooh. Okay. We have 6 mana. Let's do a Tolly. That's pretty quick. Turn 3 a Tolly. I'll take that. Oh. Could be short-lived. Beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sacrifice a permanent of their choice. Zoyowa deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. Okay. Let's get our mana in order real quick. We'll get another red permanent. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and cast the Great Henge. Then we'll go to combat. We'll attack with a Tolly. Darn, what a whiff. Okay. However, let's go get her back.
Apologies for the smell. I've been... Nothing is ever truly gone.
Nice. This enters or transforms. Turn a goblin card. Oh. Alright, I see how it's going to be. Alrighty. Nice. Okay. And go ahead and attack with both those. How do we get that? Oh, so we get both triggers. Nice. We'll sack Tolly. Draw 6. Sweet. And we'll put put Vivian on the battlefield. Another whiff. Jeez.
No longer.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade there like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in the command zone. And then we're going to go ahead. Well, minus Vivian. Cast Reclamation Sage.
Every bark joins a chorus of
We can go get a creature of our own. Oh, it's got to be 3. Darn it. That's fine, though. We'll go with the Fauna Shaman. Yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and up Liliana. Sweet. We were just going off there. I'll take that. That's what the deck's supposed to do. That was nice. Okay. I think we'll take a mulligan here. This is not a very good hand. A lot of expensive stuff, with the exception of a one drop. Shared roots. Yeah, let's give it a shot. What does our commander do? Whenever you cast a spell, you may put it on the bottom of someone's library. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, then put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. And that is only chapter 1. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll keep that. That was a mouthful. Alrighty, root bound. And we'll make everything a swamp. Go shared roots. We'll go get a mountain because we need the red. Okay. Want another forest. We need more green. I think we'll continue to ramp. Let's go get Raucous Theater. We'll hold on to that. Alrighty. Okay. I think I'll put out the Arcane Signet. And we'll do Cruelty of Gix. Now let's see what they have. Oh. Yeah, we'll put that in the graveyard. We might be getting that back for ourselves. Okay. Oh. Let's get a Tolly. This will get stupid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can cast all to dump our hand. Nice. Countering Chandra. Okay. Yeah. Pop him there. We'll go ahead and we'll sack that. Can't attack, so we'll go ahead and pass. See if they survive the turn. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll sack that. That should be enough. Nice. That was just overkill. It's fun though. All right, so that was the Venom Lethal Protector Eddie Brock Jund Sacrifice deck. Pretty wild. Got some pretty impressive wins. I'll be honest, in that first game, there was so much stuff going on. A lot of the cards I wasn't familiar with, so trying to just keep track of things. And I think we ended up just stumbling into a victory. Don't think I played it optimally, but I'll take the win. But then the other games, you got to see the way this deck is supposed to play, getting out big stuff, getting a lot of card draw, sacrificing, deal a lot of damage, and just delivering haymakers on your opponent. It was pretty fun once it gets going. So let's go run over to Moxfield real quick, and I'll do a breakdown of the deck real fast here. So here we are at Moxfield. We've got the Venom deck. Eddie Brock, the front side, really good for getting 1-drops back from your graveyard, and then Lethal Protector on the back side here for sacking and getting card drawing, putting stuff onto the battlefield. Runs the 2 Planeswalkers, runs 36 creatures. Quite a few of them you saw in the game. Some you didn't, but they're there if you want to try it out. We've got the 10 sorceries. Most of it's ramping and reanimation. 1 board wipe with the Villainous Wrath. For the instance, got a little bit of removal, and then you have Smuggler's Surprise. We didn't see it in the video, but it's pretty nice. You can cast any of the spree options for the spell, or if you can cast it all, it can do some devastating effects on your opponents. Artifacts are mostly ramp. You've got the Soulstone and the Great Henge as far as notable ramp artifact spells, and then you have your enchantments that I covered at the start of the video. Then you've got the 36 lands, 37 if you count the dual face land. So it's got a pretty diverse mana base. So if you wanted to play it in paper, it would run you 936 and change. That's a lot of money. It gets crazy. I don't know of anybody they would do that, but if you have the cards on Arena, here's the deck. Give it a shot. As far as wild cards, it would run you 4 commons, 16 uncommons, 48 rares, and 24 mythics. It doesn't count the basic lands since those are already provided by Arena, but that's what it would cost you for wild cards. As far as the bracket information goes, surprisingly, it's only considered a bracket 2 deck. Doesn't have any game changers, mass land denial, or extra turns. But as you saw, the deck can go crazy, and it can go off pretty wildly and knock out your opponent. So that's the deck there. So I hope you enjoyed it. That was the Jund deck. I've always been a big fan of Jund, but never played a style quite like this with the huge ramping, reanimation, sacrifice, card draw, outlet type stuff. It was a wild deck. It was really fun to play. So, but that'll do it for me today. I'll be back again soon with some more videos. But until next time, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.